Hey, welcome back. So, after a bazillion requests, today is all about contour. We're going to do contour. I'm going to show you the easiest, literally the easiest way to contour your face. It's not scary, I promise. The whole art of contouring is to create shadows and to sculpt your face using your own facial structure and your face shape. This way basically works for everybody. I promise you, it's foolproof. You can't go wrong. So what you're going to do is you're going to prep your skin. I put a moisturizer. I actually bought a new primer because I did run out, so I thought I would try one. This is Catrice Cosmetics. It is called Goodbye Pores. It is long lasting and has, it's a poreless blur primer. A poreless blur primer. Say that 5 times fast. Anyway, it's actually quite good. I put it on already and I can tell just by looking in the mirror that it really did kind of soften up the pores a little bit. I'm also going to go in with the Catrice True Skin Foundation. This is the shade Cool Cashmere. And for contouring, what I did today is I got the CoverGirl. These ones are the True Blend Undercover Concealer. So I got a really light one and I got a really dark one. And these are the ones that we're going to use. You can use concealer, you can use foundation, you can use powders. If you're going to use powder, I would suggest kind of using all powder instead of trying to blend with powder, do a cream. So much easier. So these were actually on sale for, I think it was $5.99 at my local drugstore. Not even opened yet. Bought them specifically for this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my base face, I'm going to do my foundation and my eyebrows because, they're scary. And I will be right back. All right, base face is done and we are going to go in with our contouring sticks, aka concealer. So the easiest way to do this is to remember a 3 or an E. You're going to go from here, you're going to bring it down the side of your hairline here to your cheekbone. Not all the way, you don't want to bring it all the way. Say about halfway, quarter of the way, halfway, right about here. And then you're gonna bring it down your jawline. So a 3 or an E depending on what side you're looking at. But that's the easiest way to remember. So you're gonna go in with your darkest shade. Okay. Flick that little hair out. And with concealer, you don't need a ton. And you're literally just going to mark it out with some dots. Okay? So for your cheek area, you're going to feel where your cheekbone is. Okay? And you're going to do it right slightly below your cheekbone. Another way to do it, if you can't really figure that out, is to go like this. Make a fishy face. Okay, and that's where you're going to put the shadow, because what you're doing is you're just sculpting that line. So when you come down, you're going to come down right here, okay, and then we're going to go down our jawline. Easiest way, I swear. You're going to take a beauty blender. This one, I promise, is clean. It's just stained from doing face paint. And what you're going to do is you're going to slowly dab it in. Okay? This is the contour part. This beauty blender is a little bit too tiny. It's going to take ages. So probably not going to film the entire thing. But anyway, what you're going to do is you're just going to softly blend it in. So that is where your contour is going to go. For your highlight, which is a shade that's significantly lighter, you're going to put just a little bit under your eyes because you're going to highlight this part, okay? And then what I do is I put highlight. Once I'm done blending my contour out, I'll put highlight right here, which I'll come back and show you, to kind of give it a little bit more of a straight line, a more sculpted look right underneath my cheekbone. You can also highlight right on the nose because we're going to contour the nose as well. The Cupid's bow and a little bit down here. I do, it's like war paint. Promise, once it's blended, once it's blended, it's gonna look great. And for down the nose, we're just gonna do very little bit. The thing with sculpting the nose is the majority of people want to give it kind of a thinner, more straight look. I actually contour underneath my lip. I did mention that, I think, in a previous video. If not, I contour a little bit under my lip. I like the look of fuller lips without injections. Nothing against them. If that's what you do you, boo. Okay? I'm just terrified of needles. I can't do it. So I like the look of fuller lips. This is going to give me a little bit of a shadow underneath my lip, making it appear that my lip is fuller. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend this out so you can see this side versus this side. Okay, be right back. Okay, so this is completely blended out. You can see there's slight shadows right here that goes down my cheekbone and down my jawline. You can kind of tell from this position that right here looks a little bit more sculpted, and that is because I created a shadow to make it look like this is slightly hidden. Okay, but as you can see how easy it is, and for the highlight portion of it right here, I normally do a little bit of a line. You don't need a ton of product, and what this is going to do is it's just going to define that line a little bit more, make it a little sharper, slightly more dramatic, and give it a nice kind of sculpted, lifted look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side, and then I'm going to be right back and I'm going to show you how to finish it up. All right, so now everything is blended out. It actually doesn't take that long to blend it out with a beauty blender. You can also use a brush. So what I do is I go in, I like to deepen it just a little bit. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. You don't need a ton of product, and I'm just going to gently go over the lines where I place that contour, and we're going to blend it in. Very gently, we're going to blend it in. The final step is we are going to go over with a touch of translucent setting powder to ensure that all of this stays in place. So again, I'm just slightly going over anywhere that I put the contour around the jawline, slightly under there. See what I mean, where it creates a shadow underneath my lower lip? Just gives it a little va-va-voom. Setting powder. I'm obsessed with the Rimmel Match Perfection powder. I have a ton of setting powders. This one, I don't know. It just works for me. I'm going to go over it with a little bit, and we're going to just kind of press it in. This is going to help set the face and set the products that we've used. And again, you're just kind of going over everything. Loose setting powder is messy, so if you get it all over yourself, don't worry, I do too. Last step for the face, before I go on to any of my eyes or my lips, is to add a little bit of blush. So this right now is my go-to blush. This is a powder blush. It's Milani in the shade Tea Rose. This is kind of like the number one that I like to use. And blush, I don't use a ton of it. If you want to, I mean, it's all personal preference, but I just put a little kind of on the apples of my cheeks and blend it upwards into my contour, looking like a little Neapolitan ice cream. I'm hungry. It just adds a little bit of warmth to your face. Okay, so I am going to do the rest of my face super quick, and I'll be right back to show you the completed finished product. All right guys, everything else is done, and this is the final look. So I used the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, which I did show you guys in another video. It's warm neutrals. I used the I Am Worthy lashes. These are foaming magnetic, super amazing. So just to give you a quick recap, we used the CoverGirl concealers to do the contour. We went in with a little bit of a darker bronzer to kind of continue that and deepen it up a little bit. Rimmel Match Perfection Powder. This is the new, I lost the word for it, primer. I'm so weird. I'm so sorry. Anyway, this is the Goodbye Pores Poreless Blur Primer. Got it that time. By Catrice Cosmetics. Foundation was also by Catrice Cosmetics. This is in Cool Cashmere. And then for the lips, I did a liquid lipstick in Warm Chia, topped with my favorite Loyalist from Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. Whew, that was a mouthful. Anyway, I really hope this helped. If you have any questions in terms of contouring, highlighting, or anything like that that you saw in this video, just comment down below and I will answer your questions. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye guys.